What is up, everybody? Welcome to our very first podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mickey. I have Jeremiah and Corey joining me. We are going over Starfield, Lies of P, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, and we're going to touch on a couple other games coming out here soon. We will kind of start off with introducing ourselves. And you've kind of seen us stream here and there. Corey's been more of the face here lately, due to the fact of me and Jeremiah being so busy, aka, life sucks.
I'm sorry, you suck.
I started a channel a while back. Oh God, I want to say 2017, 2018 time frame when I started streaming on this channel. Then we a month ago now talked about rebranding it, joining in together, kind of putting our brand out there, and now we're streaming pretty much every day of the week. Kind of sucks, you can see Corey's face a lot more than you ever did.
Yep, all thanks to these guys.
But
you
yeah,
can blame them.
I'll let Jeremiah and Corey kind of introduce themselves, because I'm gonna do some technical fixes real quick, or not really technical fixes, but just some things, and then we'll hop on to our first game.
My name's Jeremiah. I am your hostess with the mostest.
Jesus Christ. Could you sound any less like you're in an AA meeting? Hi, Jeremiah.
Hi.
And I'm your lovable retard who started up the intros, always seems to have the hype. And, well, the one that you always gotta dread of seeing this ugly mug.
The one that's gonna get us banned for using the R word, but yeah, it's fine. It's whatever.
Huh? Me?
Yeah, you.
The hell you talking about?
What'd you just call yourself?
Oh.
Oh, God. Oh,
I can't.
Yeah. You
really?
can't say that nowadays.
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Okay, my bad. Lovable dumbass.
There you go. That's a little better. I'll accept that.
I'm sure we love you.
I can love you, Corey. Don't feel bad. I still love you.
I was like, hard. I was like, the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. Just you calling yourself names you shouldn't even call people. You know what I mean? 2023, we have respect for people and their feelings. Just give me a second, guys. I'm still. I figured you guys would talk a lot longer, but guess I'm the only one that's long-winded around here.
Okay, I guess. Well, hi, this is my dog that's knocked out Castle. This is the other dog, Bentley.
That's not
who'd like to
Castle.
sit the back. No, Castle's laying down behind him. See right there. And Bentley just got off.
Wait a minute. That is Bentley. Oh, there's Castle.
Yeah, he blends in.
All right. So first game we want to get into. Well, I guess before we get into it, if it sounds like we're not as excited talking about things that we're talking about and giving our ratings, it is because our idiot selves recorded last night, video messed up, somehow couldn't edit it, couldn't upload it to anything, so here we are. We're take two. Bam, we just call that a rehearsal.
Yep.
It makes it better. I still had the same drink I had last night, which is apple cider and Jameson, but it's okay.
I have no alcohol.
You drank it all the other night.
Yeah, he did.
She, I don't know what in the fuck you're talking about.
So first game that we wanted to talk about was Starfield, and I can't express it any more than the fact that it kind of was a letdown for me. Definitely, like I said before to anybody that's talked to me, I didn't even like Skyrim when it first came out. A couple years later, hopped into it, fell in love with Skyrim. Then I fell in love with Skyrim mods, and I fell in love with the DLC. But Starfield, hyped up, hear all the podcasts, hear all the social media buzz about this awesome space exploration game, and it's an RPG, it's from Bethesda, it's going to be amazing. I think I've played maybe 4 hours of this game. A lot of places have given it like 7, 8s out of 10s. For the 5 out of 5 ratings. they're giving them like 3.5, 4s out of 5s. It does have a lot of technical issues. Not the prettiest when it comes to the UI, not the best when it comes to inventory management. Traveling sucks.
Oh yeah, that's.
I hate jumping from galaxy to galaxy to galaxy, and it's because this track leads to this, so you have to go this way. And then even getting on the planets, it's like, oh, here's your objectives over there. I have no need to explore anywhere in the box that they made for each planet. But I would love to hear y'all's opinion on what Starfield is. I guess we'll start with Jeremiah, because you have played the most out of this without using console commands. Go ahead, Jeremiah. What are your takeaways from Starfield?
I think it's a good game. The story is pretty good, depending on which route you go for your story. New Game Plus is kind of a letdown. You don't get to keep your ship. You don't get to keep all your items, like how most games have their New Game Plus, where you get to keep their items. But so if you work an hour on a ship, you're not going to keep it. You work like 20 minutes on a gun, you're not going to be able to keep those mods on that gun, but you'll still keep your research and everything. The base building really needs to get touched on, because currently, other than just experience farming, there's really no reason for it right now. But I'd give it a 3.8.
A 3.8. Okay.
Like Mickey said, the biggest problem I had was the traveling. I played it for a little bit, and then shortly after, I got to the point to where I started using console commands to actually just get things, and just so I could play and have fun. Because it was didn't really grab me. Like
I never even got to that point where when I was told you were using console commands, I was like, I'm not even sure I could really justify hopping in and doing it that way. Only because, like I said, it just doesn't have that pull factor, man. Like, what were we playing before Starfield? Anything?
It was Baldur's Gate, definitely.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and it was really hard to pull me away from Baldur's Gate. My game of the year prediction. Anyways,
Yeah.
but it's just really hard to pull away from a game that pretty much has it all. And then you drop this, and it's promised to, again, have it all, and it just didn't hit. Now, I know that they have come out and they've said that they're going to do, some fixes and stuff, but it's really sad when you have modders out there that's breaking out mods faster than you can fix the game. It's like, is it really that big of an issue where it's taking you that long to fix it, or are you just dragging your feet because you don't care about it that much?
Yeah, that's good. Listen, I'd probably give it a.
Why would they put forth the effort to
5
fix
out
it
of 5?
whenever a modder
Maybe a
will fix it?
3 at the lowest.
But that's my argument though. Like, it shouldn't be left to a modder to fix your game. And it really feels at some points, if you look at it, it feels like we got our money. That's all that matters. Like, there's no reason to fix it. We have our money now.
No. In the words of Todd Howard, you might need to upgrade.
I mean, oh my god, what did he say that for? Was that for Cyberpunk?
No, that was for Starfield.
Oh, it was him for Cyberpunk. My bad, or for Starfield. Because remember they said the same thing about the new DLC for Cyberpunk. They're like, hey, just giving you a heads up, man. Like, if it's lagging, you know why it's lagging. But now, yeah, I mean, I get it. But I mean, visually it looks really nice. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
We're still running. I don't know where Jeremiah's running. We were at one point both running 2080 Ti's. I'm having no issue graphically with any games that I'm playing currently, especially Starfield, with it being as much on the screen at once. It's just, I don't know, man. That flight combat seems really stale. The combat alone, just like, it's somehow worse for me. It's worse than Fallout, and I can't stand Fallout combat sometimes. It gets on my nerves. But like, I'm just like, God, man, like. Do I do a melee weapon? No, it's a sci-fi game. I don't want to do a melee weapon. But then again, I do better with a melee weapon than I do a pistol. Like
yeah.
It's annoying.
That's why I got to the point where I was just running around stabbing everybody.
Well, I was trying to find any corner I could hide in that I knew the boss or any enemy couldn't find me in. Poke around, start popping shots, and
I was just throwing explosive barrels at them.
we
You just
each
throw
have
the
our
barrels
own,
at them
we
and
each
then
have
shoot
our
them.
own play, but like I don't even know if I could go anywhere over a 3 out of 5 on this. I mean, when you have a lot of games coming out, and we counted the other day 26 games coming out in the month of October alone.
Oh yeah, we're gonna.
It's gonna be hard to stay with a game that doesn't have that. Oh, I got my hooks in you. Now you're gonna play me for hours. And we're gonna talk about one towards the end of the stream that literally just got started up today for only an hour and a half. So, I feel like we're kind of all in the same. We all three would almost give it a 3 out of 5. Jeremiah, you're a little closer to 4, but I would say definitely a 3.
Game's not bad, but it definitely has some downfalls that did not grab me.
Yeah.
Some people seem to love it though.
I mean, no, don't get me wrong. There are people out there that love it, and those people, they're a different breed. They got what they want, or they know how to play the game to make it worth playing.
Most of them are more casual gamers.
Yes, but for me, like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm casual as casual can be, but I don't have the time to put in for the grind that Starfield requires me to have, and especially if I can sit here for 20 minutes, and the 20 minutes I sit here and play it, I'm traveling to another galaxy to finish one mission. That game's not worth it. And I know that's it's gonna sound hypocritical when we talk about the next game we're gonna talk about, when you can spend 2 hours in the same area of that game, but it's a different style game. With this one, you kind of pick your storyline, you pick where you want to go, but it's just like, damn, it all just kind of feels really bland and really long. Like I shouldn't have to use 20 minutes to travel to where I'm going. I'd rather spend 20 minutes fighting things, or maybe 5 minutes getting to where
If I'm traveling, actually physically moving myself.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like we've said what we need to say about Starfield. Is there any other things that you guys want to point out, or?
Nah.
No, they gave you. No, yeah, because you hit on the point about the anywhere other than like the main areas. They didn't give you anything out there to go actually look for.
No, I mean you can scan environments. Ooh, watch out, watch out! I've got so much lead or whatever it is from different planets. It's ridiculous. The only thing that kind of gives me a little bit of hope to see where they're gonna go, because obviously they are working on the Elder Scrolls 6. And that's slated for like 2026-ish. I predict 2027, but they say sooner. I don't believe it. But they also promised DLC for this, so that's why it kind of baffles me that they've gone away from really doing fast updates. Like you promised DLC, but yet you're really slow on fixing the base game. I don't care about your DLC. I don't even bring that thing out until you touch these fixes.
Yeah.
What if they implement the fixes in the DLC?
But that's too long, man. Look at that. Brings me to Diablo 4. When that game came out, yeah, it was slow, but we found our way into making ourselves love it, and we played it for hours. Season 1 drops, and they've implemented all these changes. It was like, what the fuck is this? Experience gain dropped. The damage you were doing dropped. Like
it killed it for me because
it
took
me
for
a lot of people. And the thing is, when are they fixing it? When are they fixing it? They promised they would fix it in season 2. Now, granted, that's only in like 9 days or so, but it took you 3 months. You're looking to take you 3 months to fix the issues you just dropped.
Yeah, like I said, I played one of the classes that was deemed supposed to be like the least damage dealing unless you like made something very specific. I finally got a build that I enjoyed playing, and granted, I still wasn't like burning through things like on super high level, but
Yeah.
It took so long to level up and took so long to do all that stuff.
So I
And then
played Diablo 2.
when they
I
when they
played Diablo
took
3. I love both. Two different games. If you play Diablo 2, it's a lot slower pace than Diablo 3. It is not as slow as Diablo 4. And Diablo 4 is the newest iteration of the game. But
it
we're so
makes it
used to Diablo
very
3
difficult.
where you can go in and we'll say within the first day, be where you need to be and you're running through. You're just running through the tiers you need to run through. It really
it's like
kills it when a game promises a lot of shit and
No, it was at the point to where if you worked on tier 1 or 2, by the end of the day, you could get to the point to where you were strong enough for tier 1 and 2, you could just run through it, like, easy.
mm-hmm.
And then, if you wanted the challenge, you could go harder. But no, even after you level up super high, even on tier 2, you're still not just running through things. And then it's really not even worth staying there, because you can't improve or get better stuff until you go higher.
And with that, it's killed the player base. So as far as, Jeremiah saying, oh, well, what if the DLC fixes it? Well, that DLC, not, as far as I know, doesn't have a release date. I'm not waiting forever for you to fix your game. Like, there's other games coming out that will have, yes, every game has its issues when it first comes out. But a lot of them will get fixed day one patch.
Are you sure about that?
Most of them will be fixed game one patch. For one, a lot of game companies that have noticed, hey man, so and so released their game, had that issue. Let's not do that. And they're being really open about, pushing games back and saying, oh well, other games are releasing. Like this month, there's a couple games that pushed out because like October's full of too many games. We're not going to do it. They're just like, hey man, we're not ready, or that's not a good time. We want our game to be enjoyed and people to have time to enjoy it. Granted, I kind of feel like Starfield still had some issues, but the only reason they pushed it out as fast as they did is because it was supposed to be released, if I remember correctly, last year. And people were like, hey, where's this game? Like, so they're just like, hey, here you go. Now, it wasn't as bad as the Cyberpunk release, but it's just like, it has those little tiny issues that just push it past not really being playable for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, the next game we're gonna get into, boy, am I in love with this game. Lies of P, man. Oh my god. Like I told you guys, I did not play a Souls game till Dark Souls 3. I don't know. Might have been Bloodborne. Definitely Dark Souls 3. I remember Dark Souls 3.
No, I played Dark Souls 3 and then I went to Bloodborne.
But I can't remember which one I had. I remember buying a PS4 and an Xbox that same year, and I can't remember which one. If I bought I think it might have been Dark Souls I played first, and then I went to Bloodborne because they had it on sale, and it was like the complete edition.
Yeah.
So like it kind of got me into those games. I was like, man, it's something about, I don't know, dying 1,000 times and going to the same area, the same boss, and coming back and finally getting that completion. But man, this game right here, man, oh my god, visually beautiful. Mechanics, yeah, there's a couple mechanic issues that I don't like, and like I said, it could be a skill issue. I've said it a couple times, but I mean, God, is this game like a 9 out of 10 for most people? And for us, since we're doing a 5 out of 5 rating, it is a 5 out of 5 for me. I love this.
And I absolutely agree with that.
I mean, man, even, it's really good when you can look past not being able to dodge roll while locked onto enemies and still have a good time. Like, I've streamed this 2 or 3 times now. 2 of those streams in a row were in the same area for 2 hours. And then finally Jeremiah came in that last stream and was like, hey man, I used this. So it really kind of, narrows down. Maybe it's a skill issue. Maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not dealing with the mechanics enough of the game to get the most out of it. It simply just took assembling the right weapon against the right boss for me to beat that boss. But even then, even the amount of times that I beat that, I was getting destroyed by that boss. I still kept coming back and still really enjoyed it. And I'll still probably end up playing it. I still haven't beat it or anywhere close to beating it because it took
As much as you enjoy a game like that, it does take. If you're having a rough day, it's not one you want to jump into, right?
I mean, but again though, I think that depends on the player. For me, I love a game like that. I'll take it out on all the other enemies. I'll take it out on the boss. I'll get aggravated, whatever. But I keep coming back. And another thing that sells me on it is they had such a good release. They're like, hey, we're making a DLC for this. Like, they posted a job posting, looking for someone, to help finish the development, but they're already in development for DLC for this, which again pushes it to a 5 out of 5. You're that confident in a game, and it was really good. I remember seeing this and sending you guys some bullshit. I can't even remember what page it was that I found it on. I was just scrolling through Facebook videos, that black hole of Facebook videos like TikTok, just scrolling through, and finally found something like this. Sent it to you guys. Like, wow, this looks great. It's Dark Souls. It's Pinocchio. There's puppets.
Dark Pinocchio.
Yeah, and man, I was kind of hooked.
I'll turn you into my puppet.
I guess it was gameplay really that they were showing in that video. I can't remember. It's been so long that since I've seen that video. But they were showing it in like the boss fights and like the characters and the enemy. I was like, damn, this actually looks really good. Can't wait to see it. And then listening to a podcast a month ago now, probably. And they were like, oh, hey, it's coming out September 18th. And I was like, no way. And then someone was like, oh, yeah, it's going to be free on Game Pass. Woo! Free on Game Pass, and it's a game like this? Oh, my God, get your money's worth, man. So I know Corey would agree a 5 out of 5. Jeremiah, what would you say about this? Because you've got more playtime than me and Corey.
Yep.
I'd probably give it a 4.2.
Okay. What would be your justification for 4.2?
Because the game doesn't necessarily describe some of the mechanics to you.
Okay.
You do have to figure those out on your own for some of them.
But isn't that like this? That's just a Souls like type game. Like as far as I know, none of the Souls game really have a tutorial. It's just like, good luck. Here's your sword. Good luck.
Well, as you saw, they tried to implement a tutorial type thing in Lies of P at the beginning. It told you how to attack and everything.
True, it did give you that. And I have played some Soul games where I was like, yeah, brother, figure that shit out. Like, I can't remember. Did Elden Ring have a tutorial?
No.
It just had like the starting cave where you kind of got to fill out the controls, right?
Here's a boss fight. Have fun.
Oh, God, I made it. Oh, God, get out of the damn starting cave. Here's your first boss.
Step out. Guess who?
Newsflash, guess what? Don't fight that boss. Go around.
Newsflash. Just beat them.
I do like how this one is, and I think Dark Souls. And I played Demon Souls on the PS5. It has it linear, like, okay, you got to get through this area to get to the next area, to get to the next area, to get to the next area. Now, granted, Demon Souls is a little different because you can technically jump around those areas, but there's still a path you had to take to get to the next area. For this one, that story just kind of pulls me, man. Like, I am loving where the story is right now. I just rescued. God, I just told you guys I was going to do some research, and I failed you. Whatever the guy's name is, not Geppetto, but the guy you save in the factory. Just saved him, and it's just like everything you're doing just fits in these small little pieces, and everything's coming together, and it pulls me to like, okay, I don't care that I'm dying 20 times in the same area. I will get to the next part to finish the story.
Are you sure about that?
I will finish this game. I will finish this game.
When?
As I've said before, the cart's a little full. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. I'm just curious. How many hours do I have in Elden Ring? Not as much as you guys, but 230 6.7 hours in Elden Ring.
An Elden Ring.
In Elden Ring. So, and I beat it. I think I was on New Game 2, maybe. I beat it quite a few times. Didn't complete all the achievements. I know. Shun the non-believer. But to me, it's just, I don't care about the achievements as much as I do completing the story, and it doesn't really matter to me if I complete this 2 years from now, or if I complete this a couple of months from now. The story is good enough to where I'll keep coming back, and the gameplay is good enough for me that I'll keep coming back to play the game, even if it's just bullshit for an hour or two. Because I'm a night shifter. Sometimes when I'm off, you guys are going to bed, and I'm like, oh, what do I want to play? Well, there you go. Pop into Lies of P. Now, unfortunately, what sucks is Baldur's Gate was the same way for me. I haven't even got past Act 1 on Baldur's Gate. So I'm not like, oh, I gotta hurry and beat this game. If it's pulling enough, I can go back to it later and continue the story. Now, unfortunately, Baldur's Gate's a little easier to go back to because it's just literally like point, click, like do what I need to do. This one, if you fuck up and forget a command, or you fuck up and forget how to assemble weapons, now this one might come back to bite you. But like I said, easily a 5 out of 5 for me.
Yes. But I have enjoyed, since I've gotten into Souls games, I have loved them. Because when I was introduced to like I said, Dark Souls 3, and then moved over, they showed me Bloodborne afterwards. So yeah, this was the one before it. It's like, don't worry, you're gonna get to a room in the beginning. It's gonna have a werewolf. You can't beat him though. I looked at him like, this is a Souls game. You can beat him. I sat there, and it took me like, I think it was like 15 to 20 minutes to literally go up to this thing, do a two-hit combo with my fist, dodge, and then just keep going back in, doing 2 hits dodge for like 15 minutes to kill the thing. That's I told you can kill it. Like you.
Yeah, I can't say the same. That werewolf fucked me up. But, whatever. Each their own. Nobody plays the same way.
I just took it as a personal challenge when he said I couldn't beat
But
him.
see, I didn't have that. I was just like, no one told. I found these games, besides Dark Souls, because I had tons of friends tell me, Dark Souls 1 is awesome. You should play it. And that was damn. Oh, God, when did Dark Souls 1 come out? What platform did Dark Souls come out on?
Is it?
Was it 360? Or like PS3, 360 era?
What game? Dark Souls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dark Souls 1?
It had to have been somewhere around PlayStation 2 era, I believe.
2012.
PlayStation 2?
No, 2012 was definitely still. That was PS3.
PS3. Okay.
Let's see.
That's what I'm seeing when I look it up. I think it was 360 copy right there that's pulled up on Google. So back then, God, 2012. That seems so far away. Or so long ago. I was getting ready to deploy, and then we were doing a lot of training. So me and the guy that got really close to. Maybe I'll try to bring him on the podcast. One of these days. We used to talk about games all the time. It's an hour to 2 hour drive to Fort Knox from where our armory was. We would literally spend that 2 hours just talking about video games. I remember talking about Dark Souls. He's like, yeah, Dark Souls is amazing, but don't play Dark Souls 2. I'm like, well, what the fuck's wrong with Dark Souls 2?
Jade's over there fact checking you.
Google says PS3, Xbox 360. That's what I said. You're not fact checking when I already said it.
No, he's fact checking Corey because Corey said PS2.
Yeah. Thank you, Jade, and I appreciate it. But it's just like I said. It's oh my God, this is a really good game. I would recommend this for anybody, especially if you have Game Pass. Especially your Game Pass. Make that $10 to $15 a month worth having download you some Lies of P and hop in. All right, the next one we're gonna go to, and I can't give you the same recommendation. Maybe these two can, because I fucking hated the original game of this. I hated the first release, and that is Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty. Now, granted, we'll start with the 2077 2.0 update, which I have been told was literally what it's called, Cyberpunk 2.0. They said this update gave you the game that was promised at the release in 2020. I did see Jeremiah play. Yeah, it was you, Jeremiah, right? That was playing the 2.0 update before the DLC dropped.
No, that was Corey.
That was me.
Was it? Okay. Could have sworn it was you. But anyways, my memory's not the bit. But it looked really nice. The mechanics seemed really user friendly compared to what it was before. I can't stand a game, and I know I play a lot of them, and that's really the issue. There's a lot of those games. If you require me to do this huge skill tree to make this one badass character, I can't do it. I cannot do it. If you give me 1,000 skills, that player's going to stay at level 1, and I'm going to go find something else.
I mean, there's still multiple skill trees.
Have you
but
ever played Path of Exile?
I have played Path of Exile. I also played Diablo 4, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm getting there. I'm looking forward to Path of Exile 2, though.
But they had, like I said, they've made it different for how you gain access to some of those skills. Like I said, it's no longer you have to get certain amount of points to get one specific, or certain amount of points in that aspect in order to get that one skill. It's, alright, hey, you reached this level or this many skills, so now you've opened up this next rank of this, and then the next rank of that. So they have, like, Novice, I think, something else, and then Legend or something was what they called the tiers. But you would have those instead of what they used to have, which is just one big tree that you had to put points into. I was, oh yeah, you can see the skill here, but you can't get it until you put this many points into it.
No, I can't stand that shit. Oh,
no, this one you can see them, but they're grayed out, and it's got a line beneath. It's got a line showing which ones you're able to. It's like anything below this line, you have access to.
Okay. Jeremiah, what was your thoughts? 2.0 update.
It completely changes the game, in my opinion. It's not the same game as whenever it released. It feels better. It plays a little bit better. Mechanics are a lot better. It's just better compared to what it released at.
Oh yeah,
you guys know. I checked the other night. I have 18 hours of Cyberpunk. That is nothing to a modern game. 18 hours is nothing. The one thing that got me the most excited is I could play God. And I give this guy the smallest dick possible. And it was the only thing that was exciting. I ran across the house, like Jeremiah's like, oh my god, you weren't kidding, this shit is fucking crazy. Character creation, and then I got to the game, I was like, what this shit? This is boring. This didn't pull. I went back to playing, God, what was out back then? I think we were playing Destiny. I think it was one of the times we were playing Destiny really hard. But I was like, man, I'll go play this. But watching you guys stream it now and talking about the DLC now, that shit looks sick. Because I remember watching it even when it first came out. I'd go in Jeremiah's room, just kind of chill, and I'd watch it. And I'm like, God, man, I don't see how the hell y'all playing this so long. Or I'd watch you guys like streaming in the chat in Discord. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah, you guys go. Yeah, you guys are killing it. But I also looked at how many hours you guys put in the game. I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that. I had just started school at that point. I was like, I don't have time for this shit. I don't have time for.
Well, it was also because we were doing like almost every side thing in the game.
True. But what are your opinions on the DLC though? Do you think the DLC? Do you think the DLC is the one that changed the game, or do you think it's strictly the 2.0 update? Like you could
The
they could
2.0
have gave you the 2.0
changed it.
update and not the DLC yet, and it would have been a complete different game.
Yes, the 2.0 changed it. The DLC is nice, but it wasn't what changed the game.
Ooh,
It probably influenced it to be changed,
true.
especially with how the Cyberpunk series. I think that's what heavily influenced the strain on your character's body for the implant you're putting on was implemented. Because now, like I said, you can basically start having cyber psychosis in the game if you start piling stuff on and you're above what your psyche can handle. So unless you put like the right stats in, you have to be specific with what you want to use.
I get it.
So like I say, it's an interesting thing, and it's actually pretty funny. Whenever it actually does hit, because the first time it hit, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I'm like, I got hit. I thought I got hit by something, and I heard my character laughing maniacally, and I'm just like, "Oh, he's going crazy."
He's just standing there so menacingly.
Oh no, you're standing there. There's sparks shooting off of you. People are running away from you.
I don't know. I might actually, like I said, I have it already downloaded, and not already downloaded. I still have it downloaded. I'm really bad about. I'll download a game. I can't fucking stand it. This is why I really was born to be a PC gamer. I will not delete that shit. My M.2s and my hard drive are full of shit that I refuse to play. But I definitely want to hop back into Cyberpunk, play the 2.0 update, because that one's free, right? I don't have to have the DLC to get the 2.0 update, right?
No.
So I want to play the 2.0 update, see if that's really what's the game changer. And if it is the game changer, guess what? Guess I'm going to have to buy the DLC, because Mickey like him some good games, you know?
I like the fact that you can just straight out start the DLC.
Oh yeah, you're able to do that. Yes.
That is nice.
You don't have to play through
That is nice.
the heist mission.
Oh, that's
Anymore.
cool. That's cool. I don't know, that's another thing. Like, and it brings you back to Diablo 4, and I hate to harp on Diablo 4 so damn much, but I can't stand the dryness of the missions or the quests, as you would call them. It's just so dull. It's like, oh, yep, I'm just going to go do this again. And it kind of killed me on Cyberpunk when I first played it. It was like, oh, it's not pulling me. It's not like, oh my god, I want to complete this mission. I want to get into this world. I want to get past this. And I never hit that with Cyberpunk.
I don't know. Like I said, it's different for me because I enjoyed it. It was, I guess maybe it was the way I was playing it. I was enjoying it more because I before even the series, I was using the Sandevistan, and I was slowing time down, running through, using melee weapons, and I was loving every second of it.
No, yeah.
Just because I could just hit it, run in, and just tear through enemies, and I don't know. That was just, I guess that's just me.
I don't know, man. That's the thing, though. Like, great RPG. It looks cool, but my thing is where does it fit into most? If you're looking at casual gamers, they're not just playing one type of game. They're kind of playing them all. They're giving them all a shot. If they don't, most gamers, unless it, Souls games, stuff like that, you're not sticking to one type of game. So you're not going to put the hours into that game. How can I justify putting all this into one game if it's not pulling me? But hey, this game over here that maybe released a couple months ago is still pulling me. That was my biggest thing with Cyberpunk. But I can't remember what we were playing. Okay, 2020, so that was long ago. I can't remember what we were playing, but it drawed me more than Cyberpunk. So I was like, I'll just go with this. And if you guys weren't playing, I still had that game we were playing. Hell, it might have been Diablo. Because at one point, I was in Diablo 3 really fucking hard. But I'm really interested in seeing how I feel about Cyberpunk now. Maybe I'll stream it later on in the week. I don't know. I don't have to work. I don't have to go to work till Thursday. So maybe
In a week when he's weak on the knees.
maybe the next couple of days or so, maybe I'll hop into Cyberpunk. People watch me play Cyberpunk and see my reaction to what I think it is now, because I hated that shit. Absolutely hated that shit in 2020 release. But getting y'all's opinions and everything, what would you rate the game? What rating would you give this game?
Well, me personally, I'd definitely give it.
At what point in time in its history do you want us to rate it from?
Okay, well, start for. I want to hear what you guys would have gave it back in 2020. If we had done this, if we had popped up a podcast in 2020, what would you have given the game back then?
I would have given it a 4.5 personally, because I thoroughly enjoyed it. And yes, it did have some other stuff going on that would. I never ran into a lot of the issues, but I would have given it like a 4.5. But definitely now, since that 2.0 update, I would say 5 out of 5, because like I said, it is. I love what they did with it, and the aspect of you can actually now have cyber psychosis is. I was just like, they're taking everything into account. So it's neat little addition into that.
Okay.
Along with you can now have more cybernetics than you could before, but you have to try and, if you want more, you have to get the right skills and go through the process of increasing your what's the word I'm looking for? Capacity. There you go.
Okay.
At release, I probably would have given it maybe a 3.2 because I had too many quests that were bugging out on me.
Oh, I kind of remember that. I remember you guys talking about quests that you couldn't complete because there was a bug going on. That's yeah.
But I'm sure you're gonna still run into that issue. But right now, I'd give it a 4.8 right now.
Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. I mean, like I said, I'm definitely curious. That's all. That's the only way I can put it. I'm curious to see what it is now. I'm definitely gonna probably pop in and play it. Let's be honest. But I mean that. But nobody knows when that'll be. There's so many other games I want to play that are either coming out or have come out that will probably take priority over hopping into something that I still kind of iffy about. Yeah, I really have nothing else to say about it because I can't really give my opinion except for as a viewer watching a streamer play it. It did draw me towards like, oh man, this action seems really cool, or hey, that interaction was really cool. But I mean, like I said, maybe next couple of days, maybe I'll grace everybody's presence with me reacting to Cyberpunk for the first time, because it really will be the first time. 18 hours was nothing. I think it's because I died so many times is why I played 18 hours of Cyberpunk, or it could have been I was in the menu playing God in the character creator,
All 18 hours were in the character creator.
For those joining us, now or in the future, we are Gamers Review Realm. We will be doing a podcast. I want to say weekly for now. And this is kind of our first podcast-ish. We had a rehearsal last night.
Well, it wasn't meant to be a rehearsal.
It wasn't meant to be a rehearsal. It was the tech guy not knowing how to edit the video or get it in the file type that whatever.
That's right. Throw the shade in a different direction.
Whatever software I wanted to put it in wouldn't take the file type. And
You mean the person that tried recording it didn't save it in the right format?
Well, actually, believe it or not, Streamlabs saves it in whatever format it wants to save it in because I didn't change the setting. But that's beside the point. We're not talking about that. It's all about learning. You guys are here for the experience to see us mess up and watch us learn. But moving on to our next game. Let's see here. I want to touch on a game that I played. So in fact, we talked about a game you guys played. Sea of Stars is a 2D turn-based RPG that came out. Oh god, August 29th. So it's been out for a while. But I just booted it up the other day. You guys were doing something. Man, I've been playing Call of Duty. Corey might have been streaming. I don't know. It might have been something I was doing right before work or whatever. I gotta say, the couple hours I had into this game, woo, was that amazing to kind of go back to that nostalgia of like, oh damn, it turn-based RPG and it's 2D and like, because you know I'm older than you guys. Cough cough.
Old fucker.
Not by much.
And no, not by much, but my gaming history probably starts before y'all's gaming history did. Like, I started out watching my dad play this stupid baseball game, had power ups and shit. I wish I could find it. I tried researching, I could not find it. So unless I'm just streaming,
What system was it on?
it was on Super Nintendo. Let me see if I can figure it out. Super
Nintendo.
Corey.
I said new.
Too close.
Sure, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just hearing things.
Yep, hearing things.
Oh, ain't no way that's the name of the game. Ain't no way. Let me boot up a video real quick.
Culture Brain. Whoa, that sounded weird.
Was it Baseball Simulator 1000?
That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm not seeing it. Oh my god, it was! Oh my god! This game is horrible! Oh my god! This game, oh my god, when did this come out? When did this game come out? Holy shit.
1991.
Jesus, I was born in 91! But I remember Dad playing this, man, and like, dude, it blew my mind. I was like, wow, this is cool. I set it for just watching him play it for an hour or so, and it's just like, man, that's really cool. But then getting into then I got to the age where I was playing video games. My first console was a Sega Genesis. Mom and me used to play Lion King, Sonic, all those weird games. I guess Sonic's not really that weird. It definitely has its own following, but but then my first real console was only mine. I didn't have to share it with anybody. It wasn't my sister's. It wasn't my mom. It wasn't something we did with my mom. It was mine. It was the PlayStation. And boy, did I crush through some Crash Bandicoot, man. But I remember playing RPG, like turn-based RPGs on that thing, and thinking, man, this is where it's at. I love this. Now you play a turn-based RPG that you used to play back in the day, not something that's new, because Sea of Stars is new. But if you go try to play Final Fantasy VII, my favorite fucking Final Fantasy. Whew, can I not stand playing that on turn-based? But Sea of Stars, man, I will give that an easy 4 out of 5. Visuals are nice, soundtrack is nice, gameplay is nice. It kind of reminds me more of Legend of Dragoon because you have to use certain buttons. Like you have to use a fireball skill, and you have to hold, I think it's the X or A button, and your fireball grows. And depending on where you release the button is depending on how much damage that fireball is going to do. I would recommend it to anybody that wanted a turn-based, time killer. You're just kind of chilling. Definitely using that fucking backbone or your to-go mobile devices to play some of your games. Boot up Sea of Stars, something to just kill time in the waiting room, waiting for appointments or whatever you're doing. Definitely recommend if you want you two check it out. Jeremiah, I know you can. You have Game Pass.
What?
I don't know, Corey.
Oh.
Maybe one of these days I'll just let you use my Game Pass so you can play Sea of Stars while he's playing a game right now.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I know what he's playing
now.
too. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. I guess the next game we're gonna get into, and we're just kind of gonna type into it because it's kind of going to our next thing we wanted to talk about, which is games releasing in October.
I mean, this week there's quite a few.
Yes. Let me pull this up here. My thing has been like, you wanted that? What? Okay. I'm using Game Rant's video list for October. So far, the only game that I see on this list that's come out that I would even think about touching, and Corey's touching it currently right now. You got to see about an hour and a half gameplay of that before we started the podcast, and that's Assassin's Creed Mirage. Gotta say, just watching the stream, visually pleasing. You know, you kind of got worried when they're like, "Oh, we're taking it back old school." I was like, "How old school?"
But I actually did enjoy the old school one.
I did. I remember buying Assassin's Creed on the 360, and I was like, "Man, this game's cool." My friends were like, "Nah, man, that's boring." That was the age of. I like Halo and Call of Duty. That's the only two games that matter. Now it's just Call of Duty.
Corey, is it good? Jay wants
yes.
to know.
Yes, it is. I have actually.
It's so good, in fact. He's playing it during the podcast. He's like, "Fuck you guys! I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Mirage in the podcast."
I'm enjoying it. It's fun. It's got me wanting to continue to play it.
Fuck it, I love it. I absolutely love it. No, man. I mean, that's good.
Whether they did it as an add-on or even like they did now, made it. I believe I would have enjoyed it.
What
either
I'm
way.
curious about though, so Valhalla, where does Valhalla take place?
I can't remember exactly, but the thing is, you actually run into, I think, it's either this dude or one of the guys that had something to do with the way the Viking got involved with the assassins.
Oh, okay.
So that's why
they said this was DLC. I'm looking. I'm like, how do you go from
because
Vikings to
if you watch the stream, the item that I had picked up, and he saw the vision and stuff, he mentions that he was in a cold place on the Viking when you're in a frost area.
Okay.
So there's little links that kind of go to it.
I can see. Okay. Definitely one I wouldn't mind digging into, but I don't know, man. So many goddamn games.
Yeah.
But I still got to get past Baldur's Gate Act 1. I still got to get past the 4 hours I put into the Starfield. Lies of P still out there trying to crush through that. I want to hop into so many different games. It's really hard, and that's why I like that we're such a variety. Jeremiah likes games like Stellaris, and I can't stand Stellaris, but he loves it. I've seen that man play that shit for hours.
Yeah.
Oh, please do enlighten us, oh wise one. How many hours do you have?
2,000.
Jesus Christ.
2,000 hours.
You're talking about a game that has no tutorial, but somehow he loves it. And he's like, yeah, just watch a YouTube video, man. That's how I learned. No, I'm not watching a YouTube video. Have a tutorial. Or have easy gameplay. Your choice. You can't have both.
It has easy gameplay.
God, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No.
I made a few mods to make it easy.
Yeah. Mods.
That's like saying console commands.
Yeah, Corey. But no, man. I mean, and there's games coming out, man. Like, what are we at? October 8th. Let's see. Oh, I don't know. In 2 days, you got Forza Motorsport. Come on now. Which that can't be the actual title. What iteration?
Forza Motorsport. It's Forza
Yeah.
Motorsport.
That's it. There's not a number on this. Oh wow.
No, it's Forza
we have so
Motorsport.
many Forza games. We're past the point of putting numbers on it. 8. It's number 8. Are you kidding me right now? Oh my god. You know what? I can't talk shit though, because Gran Turismo back in the day on the PlayStation, that shit was dope. So I mean, I used to like the motorsports type games like that, but you know, if you threw another Horizon game out there, bro, I'd be downloading that on Game Pass, playing that. But looking past that, October 13th, 5 days. Lords of the Fallen, another Souls-like game. Me and Corey's played the original Lords of the Fallen. I'm not sure if Jeremiah's played it at all. The original one was kind of it was alright. It was alright. It was one of those releases for the newer consoles at the time, but I think it was outshined by other games that came out for the consoles, which is really weird because Xbox didn't really have any Series X exclusive games come out with a Series X. It was again those ones that released on multiple platforms that they were kind of like, oh yeah, play it on our console. But Lords of the Fallen, October 13th for PC, PS5, and both Xboxes, or both Series Xboxes. I mean, it looks really good. I'm gonna say right now my prediction for that one, just from gameplay, 4 out of 5.
Lords of the Fallen, PC, PS5, and Xbox X.
And Series S. Don't forget about the
As it stands with the way it looks, I'll say until I'm physically playing it, I say it's gonna be a pretty solid 4.5.
We're talking about games that come out in October right now.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what I think it's gonna end up being around.
Jaden put in the chat, he's like, what about the game that comes out November 10th? We haven't got that far. And don't even get me started, because I think I remember what game that is, and I'll come over there, and I'll make your mother put you in timeout.
November 10th, huh? November 10th.
What game do you think it is, Mickey?
I think it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to put you in timeout.
It's a game.
It would surprise you, because what happens in a day, if you talked to me and Jeremiah earlier today, you'd probably be surprised at what we said earlier. But that's beside the point. We're talking about games that are coming out in October. Like
I
next
know we
one
said we're probably
that
not going to get it, but, well...
Bro, we're suckers.
It changes.
We played Call of Duty back before there was an online Call of Duty.
As much as we're going to...
You can bring that
complain.
motherfucker out every 6 months and we'll still pour money into Call of
Like
Duty.
an Alzheimer patient.
You want a definition of Stockholm Syndrome? Call of Duty players. How many times has it been released? Every streamer, known streamer, not known streamers, you get in their freaking streams, they say, I hate this game. Why did I buy this game? I'm deleting it. I'm uninstalling it right now. Guess what?
And then you don't have to
later,
play it
they're
again.
right back. And then even if they install it close to the new one, I'm not buying the new one. Screw this. Guess where he is the week of the release? Streaming it on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. I swear to God, the biggest case of Stockholm Syndrome. Please beat me, Daddy. Like, come on, man. God, I hate that game.
Give me 30 minutes.
Well, may I have some more?
But anyways, we're talking about games that come out in October. Predictions for Lords of Fallen for me, 4 out of 5. Corey said, what'd you say, Corey?
Oh, I said I'll give it I think it's going to be a solid 4.5.
Oh, 4.5. I said 4, so you're higher than mine. Jeremiah, what do you think?
It looks good.
What do you think Lords of Fallen will be once it releases? Or once the reviews, not even releases, once the reviews come out, what do you think they're going to throw at this game?
I haven't played it before.
You haven't played Lords of the Fallen? Oh, boy. We know who's streaming Lords of the Fallen when it comes out. It's going to be that man right there.
I'm the worst one at Souls games.
What? Have you seen me play? Have you watched the stream? Probably not, because I suck that bad.
I think he forgets he's also the one doing the best in our Liza P over here.
run through. Come on, man. But
I'm just using the weapons on Lies of P properly.
we'll let you start out Lords of the Fallen then, since you haven't played it. It would be really nice to see so much fresh reaction to a game like that. Dude, oh man, I wish I could find it. I had a physical copy of it. I'd throw it in the Xbox and let you play it. I'm not even sure if it's Xbox, if it's backwards compatible or not. But I would try it. Actually, it was an Xbox One. It was an Xbox One game, I think. And I do have a couple of those in the house. Anyways, next game that's coming out that I'm looking forward to. Maybe not you guys. Maybe whenever they decide to do PC port. But get fucked, PC players. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Looks great.
What day is that coming out?
I think it's already got reviews out, to be honest. Let's see if we got any.
Oh, Marvel Spider-Man 2, October 20th.
Yeah.
It's coming out the same time that Super Mario Bros. Wonder is coming out.
Yeah, same day.
Super Mario I Wonder?
Yeah. Right now, it seems like IMDb, which is not not really, I don't know why you would go for them for a game rating, but they've got it at 7.5 out of 10. No, never mind. It doesn't have any ratings right now. That is the movie. Wow, that's horrible. 2004, you're going to give it a 7.5? I would have given it a 10 out of 10. I loved that as a child. Anyways, yeah, October 20th for that one. Definitely think that's going to be a 5 out of 5, guys. Think that's going to be a 5 out of 5. Be a while before you guys are able to touch it. Jeremiah, just come over to the house, man. We'll play Spider-Man.
Look, I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I haven't played a Spider-Man game since the PS1.
Whoo! God, did you hate yourself? You played Spider-Man on the PlayStation? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I remember playing on the PS2 during the movie title games. Whoo! You play Marvel Spider-Man now on PS5 and you boot the PS2 version and you're like, I played this? This is horrible. I'll give it this though. You know what you can do with the old Spider-Mans? You could latch on to air. You'd be like swinging on air. There would be no building light. You're just like shoop, shoop, shoop. Definitely think that's gonna be a 5 out of 5. And that says a lot for it because it's going to be a PS5 exclusive game. Sucks to suck for Xbox player and PC. But, I mean, PC will get a port eventually. Are you still looking something up, Jeremiah?
No. It literally, it was Spider-Man. That was the name of it, Spider-Man.
Jesus. I can only imagine how horrible that looked. Actually, no, I think I have seen footage of that game, and I'm like, wow, so glad I skipped on that one. The next one, obviously, me and Maddie will probably be going over that one. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Probably going to be another 4 out of 5. I don't know, just because I think at this point people want another 3D Mario game. Because Odyssey came out.
Paper Mario. Mario.
Oh my God! Have you not heard? Oh my God! Hold up!
I know. I've heard Paper Mario, man.
Paper Mario. When does that come out? It comes out next year. Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door. Coming to Switch, baby. Coming to Switch. I can't wait. I've not played a Paper Mario, but I've always seen my friends play it. And oh my God, am I excited about that. But as far as a 2D side-scroller Mario, I'm 4 out of 5 because I mean, I think people are ready for a 3D Mario. Will that happen on this current console Switch? Probably not. I see it coming.
3D Mario, go play on the 64.
I'm gonna be honest right now, and this is a hot take. We're probably gonna drop from 4 viewers to 0 viewers. I hate Mario 64. Cannot stand Mario 64.
I want to see you shoot yourself in the foot right
now. I don't know, man. I tried playing Mario 64 back in the when it first came out in 64 as a child. I mean, I enjoyed watching my friends play it. I hated it. I couldn't play it. Try to play it on the re-release, remaster, whatever updated version that they had on the Switch with Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy. was all right. Guess what I hopped to? Mario Sunshine, the one I loved on GameCube. Like, I mean, it's a better 3D Mario.
I mean, debatable. One on the Wii, Mario Galaxy.
I like the Wii for Mario Party and Wii Sports and games like that. But man, I don't know.
What was your number one game on the Wii?
Number one game on the Wii? Mario Party 8.
Mine was Twilight Princess.
No, see, I was still a hardcore GameCube boy when Twilight Princess. I got the Twilight Princess copy on GameCube. I was like, nope, I'm not using a motion controller. I like my controller. Nope. But yeah, I would give Twilight Princess. It was really good. I did watch a little bit of it, but I think they did better as far as implementing the Wii's motion controls in, what was it, Skyward Sword?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
just
mean,
go play Link's crossbow training.
but so, like I said, Super Mario Bros. 4 out of 5 for me. Like I said, we all have Switches, so we could probably all play this one and see what our thoughts of that would be. The other one I'm kind of interested in would be Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. You know, I'm all about being a little dwarf. You know what I mean?
Dwarf.
like to dig in my mines, bro. Like to dig in my mines.
We all know you're going to be the potato in the soup.
It looks pretty good.
What about second breakfast?
Yeah, what about second? I don't like hobbits. They get on my nerves.
Technically, they're not really hobbits; they're halflings.
Yeah, you would be upset about that, Mr. Halfling in Baldur's Gate. The other one that I'm really excited about for this month release is Alan Wake 2. Looks really good. Have been told you don't have to play Alan Wake to play Alan Wake 2. It is in a different genre now. It isn't a I think it's in a horror genre now.
You're a different genre.
Yeah, well, you know me, like I've said before, I'm a whore for horror. Like, you give me a horror game, Mickey's buying it.
He's a little sloot.
Yeah, give me my slashers, baby. Look at this, Scare Bears, not Care Bears, Scare Bears, baby.
What about the Slash Street Boys?
Slash Street Boy. Oh my God, I remember that video. That shit is hilarious.
Like Mickey's gonna be playing a game on November 2nd.
Oh God. Okay. Well. Okay. To appease Jaden, I guess we'll go 30 days out to November 8th.
November 2nd. There's a game that Mickey's gonna play. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm gonna let him look for it. It's the very last one for November 2nd.
Is it My Time at Sandrock?
No.
Are we looking at the same website?
This is the one I sent you?
Nah, I'm using Game Rant.
I'm using one that shows every single game.
Did you send it to me? Where'd you send it to me in?
Discord.
I haven't got a message in Discord.
It's in the admin chat.
Oh, okay, I got you. Hold on me.
That's why.
Let me move my tabs around here, boys. Notable video game releasing new upcoming. Visit the website. Alright, let's see.
You gotta scroll down to the upcoming. Coming soon or whatever.
God, I hate this one. This one's horrible. Coming soon, October 19th to 15th, 22nd, 30th.
Very last one, November 2nd. Is what you're gonna be playing.
No. Oh my God. I don't even open this up in incognito mode. I've got to.
Oh, incognito mode.
Here's that stupid ass New World game ad. It's getting me now. You can get mounts, but you gotta buy the DLC.
Like I said, my issue with New World, it takes so much time to try and do anything.
The thing is, visually, this thing looks so pleasing. You get into the game, you're like, man, this is horrible. Amazon, stick to shipping packages and stay out of the video game world. Oh my god, nope, this doesn't look. This is not child friendly.
What are you talking about? Definitely child friendly. It's rated T. All right, I'll put it that way. It's rated T.
That don't mean anything. This looks so stupid.
Well, T could be something completely different.
It's rated T for teen.
What the hell am I watching right now? Battle your exes, disappoint your parents. Get out of here, bro. No, I'm not. No. Okay, going back to, I guess, like I said, I'll stop at November 8th games. That's right, Jaden. November 10th won't even be on there.
November 8th.
Yeah, I'm going 30 days out. He was talking about games in November. Star Ocean, the second story R. Not looking forward to that. Football Manager 2024. Watch out, boys.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, is this actually okay? Never mind. We got to talk about this real quick because we got time to kill. The day before has a release date. I thought this game got like permanently put on hold.
Maybe it's not permanently on hold anymore.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so you didn't even have a Steam page anymore. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, watch out though! November 14th, boys. All the Switch players gonna finally be able to play Hogwarts Legacy. It's gonna crash.
If you want to play it on,
It's gonna blow that poor Switch system out of your hand.
They need to hurry up and release the Switch too.
When did? Oh god, did it come out in September? I guess it came out in September. Have you guys seen the Switch port for the new Mortal Kombat?
No.
Oh my god, bro! It's so horrible. It is so horrible. It's such a downgrade. It's oh my god. I can't. I just can't.
but you can.
You know what? November 17th, we're all going to be playing it.
November 17th. Let's see if my version has it on there. 'Cause I got rid of your version. Persona.
Oh, actually, November 17th. My bad.
Persona 5 Tactics.
No. No.
That's what's on my list for November 17th.
It's only going to be released on the Switch. Super Mario RPG.
Oh, it is the 17th. I skipped that one. Yeah.
Super Mario Rocket Propelled Grenade. What?
Yeah, baby! Woo! Mamma mia!
Hell yeah.
Oh my god,
So
they're still making Ultimate Ninja games.
They need to stop.
This is Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. Comes out November 17th. That would be pretty funny. Mario walking around with an RPG. Things got real. Turtle soup tonight, boys.
You know what? February 14th, I'm going to be busy.
February 4th. God, you're going all the way to February, man. We ain't even got to February.
Well, he's being weird.
My list stops in December. Oh, look what the picture of that game
My
is.
list goes
Avatar,
all the way
Frontiers of Pandora.
till mine goes all the way till April of 23 of next year.
Jesus. Anyways, man, that has been, or this has been, not that has been. This has been an experience, I guess, for us. First podcast. Probably shitty to you guys, cool to us, whatever. I can't complain, except for the fact that we accidentally did a rehearsal last night without meaning to do a rehearsal.
What game's coming out in January? You know what, Jaden? I got you.
God, we're not talking about January, man. We only do 30 days out.
Jaden wants to know about January.
Okay, we'll give Jaden his thing. You owe me $2, but I mean,
Alone in the Dark reboot. Ooh. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Ooh.
I do remember a Prince of Persia game way back when. I actually did enjoy that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sands of Time. Yep.
Those were big. Those were big. Those were bangers back in the day. People
Yeah,
were
that
really
was it was a really good game.
Graven, Apollo Justice, Like a Dragon, Tekken 8,
Of course.
Grand Blue Fantasy, Persona 3, and Suicide Squad are all coming out in January.
God, that game's still happening.
Yeah. Well, it's coming out February 2nd. My bad.
Way to go! Another DC failure. Everybody remembers Gotham Knights, or do they? Corey played it, right?
No, I didn't. I wanted to, but then I just didn't hear anything good about it.
Free on Game Pass.
And then you could and then it's like you could only play it with like one other person or something or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck it was or it's like why are you gonna and then it's like oh but they're gonna put in this mode where you can go into like kind of like a warehouse type of thing. You play with two of your friends
Yeah.
and do that, but you couldn't do open world stuff.
I feel like it was one of those games where it was like it sounded good on paper. On paper, this sounds
Yeah.
great. Execution,
please.
not so much.
I think it would have been better because they showed that that there were 3 different characters. If you could actually play with 2 of your other buddies instead of just one.
Yeah. But then you run into issue though, because I think you couldn't play as the same character, right?
Yeah, you had to be one of the
Yeah.
3.
So the problem is, I don't even know. I forgot all about this. I don't even remember who's in it. We'll just say Nightwing and Red Hood. If I liked Red Hood and you like Nightwing, great. But if we both like Nightwing, one of us gonna have to sacrifice and not play as Nightwing. I got aggravate the shit out of me. And I get it. It makes no sense why we have 2 Nightwings, but it's a game, man. It's a game.
Metaverse.
I mean, whew. I mean, the Flash has fucked up the timeline how many times now? I mean, let's be honest. There's probably tons of Dick Graysons out there. You could, be different characters. Oh, I mean, there was 4 characters. Jason, there was 4 characters: Nightwing, Robin, Red Hood, and Batgirl.
Might as well just play as Red Hood.
I'm gonna say so. Essentially, there was just one character, Red Hood. I mean, that's the only character I would mind playing as is Red Hood. Maybe Nightwing, Robin. I'm sorry, buddy, get fucked. But I don't know. I feel like it was a different game. People, I think what hurt Gotham Knights was people were kind of in the mood for another Batman Arkham style game.
Yeah.
And when Gotham Knights came out, and they even said it was going to be different, people still got aggravated. It was like, oh well, this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting another Arkham style game, and now it's some weird type game. I don't even know what to call it. But yeah, man, we'll catch you on the next podcast. We'll probably go live for it too, just because that's probably going to be the easiest way to get the file type that I need to export this off to podcast services. So other people that, don't have Twitch or don't like to watch podcasts can listen to it later. Until then, we will catch you. Is there anything you guys would like to end on? Because we still have a little
Eat
bit
your
of
heart out.
Eat your heart out. I apologize for Jeremiah. But
It's not my fault.
It's not my fault. Yeah.
You brought me to this AA meeting.
It was pretty funny. He did it. If you haven't seen it, go to the beginning when he introduced himself. I swear to God, we were in an AA meeting there for a second. I was like, hi. I'm addicted to games. How are you? But all right, man. We'll catch you guys next time.
I mean, if you want to see me next time.